Thomas, I know that. He grinned. Aye, you do. He shook his head. Ye need a husband to take care of you, lass, and there's plenty around wanting to. Say aye to one of them. Not you too. He shrugged. Gavin McLean is an upright, strong lad who'd be happy to watch out for your every step. I don't need someone to watch out for my every step. He raised one eyebrow, his gaze dipping to her soaked clothes. Aye, lass, ye do. She huffed loudly, very unladylike. But she wasn't in England any more, being groomed and corrected by her mother. She was in the wilds of Scotland, where she could huff, curse, and stack her hands on her hips. She frowned. Thank you, Thomas. He grinned, showing several holes where teeth used to sit. Now get ye warm. Grace pushed inside her cottage, the warmth of the little home surrounding her immediately. She leaned back against the door and let her shoulders curve forward. Grace? She shot upward, her heart jumping back toward panic. But it was her half-sister, Ava, who pushed her pregnant bulk out of the bed. Waddling into the living area, Ava stopped. What happened? What does it look like happened? Grace asked, and let the wool blanket drop from her shoulders as she went to the hearth to stir the coals and add more peat. You fell in the river? Ava asked, a shocked grin on her beautiful face. And I wasn't anywhere near you. She walked over and helped Grace out of her dripping cloak and untied the knots of her bodice. I panicked again, Grace said, a sinking feeling in her middle. It makes me lose my balance and turns me to stone. She scrunched her face. Oh, Ava, I hate it. My cowardice. Ava hugged her as best her large stomach would allow. Grace pushed back. I'll get you wet. I don't care. Grace sniffed softly. If you get ill, Tor will throw me back in the river. Ava laughed. I'm healthy as a 2-ton horse. She patted her stomach, which was much too large to be one baby at only 6 months along. Grace changed behind her privacy screen, throwing her warm day gown on over a fresh smock. Thank the Lord Tor's mother is such a talented healer. Cullen wants Rose here when it's her time to birth her first baby in a month or so. They arrived this morning. Is that why you're hiding in my cottage? Grace asked, coming out to sit at the table near the hearth. Ava sighed, lowering into the seat across from her. Yes, it's a bit noisy, and I gave Rose our bedchamber to nap in while her chamber is dusted. Grace sighed as she fingered through her damp hair. Ava reached across for her other hand, squeezing it. What's wrong? Grace shook her head. Everyone is having babies. You, Rose, even Maury now up on Barra Island. People are falling in love, marrying and starting families, moving on, and I'm just falling in the river. You could marry Gavin, Ava said, catching her gaze. He's handsome and sweet and wants only to take care of you. A mutinous frown curved Grace's lips. I don't want to be taken care of like some broodmare who's always getting into trouble and swooning. I'm tired of being afraid. Grace's gaze beseeched Ava. I want to be courageous like you. You are. I wish you could see it. But I'm frightened all the time, it seems, Grace whispered, especially where water was concerned. Courage is action in the face of fear, Ava whispered back as if she shared a secret. I'm frightened a lot too. She rested her hand on her large belly. Like whether I can handle birthing all this baby. You can be afraid as much as you want, she said. We just need to work on helping you move forward. Grace met her sister's kind gaze. I want an adventure. I want to feel the passion that you have with Tor, and that will never be with Gavin. I think I must leave Aros. Ava's face tightened. Somerset? Back to England? Grace shook her head and Ava rolled her eyes. Thank God I'd never see you again. I need to go somewhere on my own, without Gavin or any of the other would-be suitors following me around, asking to help me or carry me. She waved her hands around. Or pull me out of the river or cut my meat so I won't choke. Ava covered her mouth with her hand, but couldn't stop the chuckle. Really, Grace, no one cuts your meat. Grace straightened in her chair, an idea surfacing in her mind. Has Tor decided who will go to Barra to help Maury deliver her baby? No, Tor won't let his mother go with my stomach so large, and I can't, obviously. It's some months before Maury is due, but she's worried about the weather keeping us away.